Honey, where are we going? The wrong direction. That's where we're going. That's fine, because we have time to talk about Eddie before we get there. I neglected to tell y'all that in the scene, Eddie's big introduction scene, you can go back to commentary 3. If you watch closely, you can see Eddie's breath, as you would when it's cold outside.
Oh, you mean the man back there? In the kitchen?
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't kill him.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not saying that you did. Look, my name is James. James Sunderland.
Eddie.
Eddie, okay.
You don't see James's. So what that tells us is that something's going on with Eddie's version of Silent Hill as he experiences it that's not happening to James. And so we have this where we don't know what Eddie and Angela, we don't know what they see. Not at this point. At the end, I'll go ahead and tell you. Spoilers. I always forget to give spoiler alerts. I'm going to talk about anything that happens in this game except the big thing. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Eddie will die before the end of the game. Okay. Angela doesn't die on screen, but it's kind of implied, and I think particularly either in the novelization or the original game, that she is going somewhere to die or maybe take her own life. And the last time we see her is in a room burning, but like full of fire. She sees it full of fire, and James gets to see it. And that's the first time she says it's always like this, kind of like hell. And so, I'm sorry, honey, we're just wandering around and I don't know where we are or why we're going here. I think I know where we are. And the last time we see Eddie, it's in a refrigerated meat locker. And so for whatever reason, here we go. I think this is where we saw Pyramid Head before. The way these 3 characters see Silent Hill, the features that they see, relate to their final scenes, the scenes of their deaths, perhaps. In 2 of the endings, there are 8. James does take his own life. That's why we have suicidal ideation as a theme, very subtle throughout the game. And it involves the lake. So a lot of his Silent Hill involves water, like the leak in this building. And I don't know what the cause and effect here is. Do they see Silent Hill that way because it's foreshadowing how they're going to die? Or is that how they die because that's how they see? I don't know. I don't know how that works exactly. But you see Eddie's breath. The thing about Eddie is that coldness is kind of a figurative motif for him as well. Because when he first gets here and James is talking to him, oh, hey, don't get up. So when James first introduces himself, and he responds to kindness. He sounds afraid that maybe he's running from somebody. Maybe the cops are chasing him. He doesn't tell James why, that he did some terrible stuff. Doesn't mention that. I don't know if he feels guilty about it so much as he feels afraid of consequences, but sure. Over the course of the game, Eddie starts off seeming cowardly, but also very receptive to kindness and wanting company. And that at least is feeling. That's his ability to feel and connect with other people. And over the course of the game, as we see him a few more times, he really kind of succumbs to and embraces coldness to other people. He stops caring about them. He starts saying it's so easy to kill someone. He kind of hypes himself up towards killing actual people. Previously, he had killed a dog and injured a human. And so gradually, he embraces just total emotional coldness. And so it's very fitting that he ends up, is that 213? Here we are. It's fitting that he embraces this coldness and dies in a literally cold room. And so, foreshadowing that, in this bathroom where we meet Eddie, you see cold breath. And you'll see it again when he's in a movie theater and his breath shouldn't be cold, and it is.